What up? What up? So today I want to talk about the Evo a little bit, do a walkthrough of the Evo II so that you guys can all take a look and let me know what you guys think about it. So the Evo II, the chassis is a CE9A. The Evo III is actually the same chassis. Little bit differences between the Evo II and Evo III is kind of small. Side skirt, front bumper, the lip. Just minor things, the spoiler itself, just different things on the Evo II compared to the Evo III. The Evo I CD9A, so CD9A first gen Evo basically was produced in 1992. So the way that our Evos got started, right, it took the drivetrain of a Galant VR4, and then they put it onto a Lancer chassis, and that's how an Evo was created. And this was definitely during a time of rally, where rally racing was the greatest thing, right? Everyone was trying to get into rally. A lot of people were focusing on rally, building rally cars. So today we're going to go over the CE9A Evo II, kind of tell you, how I like it, the different things about it that I like or whatever. So one of the things I like is it's small, such a small car, right? So the way I described it to my brothers back in the States is like, it's almost like driving an Integra that's turbocharged, right? It's very light, very small. It's all-wheel drive. Same thing. I get a lot of questions. A lot of people are like, hey, is that all-wheel drive? I'm like, well, yeah, all Evos are. So I don't know, maybe that's just a lot of people didn't think all Evos came all-wheel drive. But this CE9A, CD9As, all the Evos are all-wheel drive. So so my Evo II, it's really fun to drive. It's old, you can tell it's old. All the instruments on the inside besides my in-dash are old. But it's really cool. If you're an Evo fanatic like me, it's really cool to be put into an early gen Evo and see what it's about. So I really like it. I think a lot of people really like it. It is a 4G63 engine, so it's the same as every other Evo except for the CZ4A, right? The Evo 10. So Evo 10s are 4B11. The older gen Evos are 4G63s. Now the engine is backwards, or it's turned 180 degrees, right? So if you look at a 4G63 and an Evo 4, right? So starting from an Evo 4 and up, the engine was rotated 180 degrees. 1994 to 1995, and then 1995 came the Evo 3. So Evo 2 is pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. Me particularly, I wanted my Evo 2 to be the same as my Evo 10 build, right? So I really wanted to get all white. I was looking for something that was bone stock, untouched. So to find a 1994 Evo untouched was took a while, right? My buddy, he hooked me up in finding it. His name's Richard. So he hit me up and he was like, well, are you patient? And I said, well, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty patient. He was all right, because it's going to take a while to find, kind of what I'm looking for. So he was sending me posts almost, weekly on different Evos that he had found. Some Evo 3s, some Evo 2s, some Evo 4s. But definitely he knew that I was looking for the Evo 1 or 2. So he showed me all these different Evos, and a lot of the things it's a 1994 Evo, so it was used for rally back in the day. So most of these Evos were messed up, man. Body damage was really bad. The paint was just really bad. I mean, that kind of stuff is kind of minor, but the engine as well, right? So a lot of these Evos had a lot of problems, just through the years of abuse that they were taking as a rally car. So when mine popped up, the one I bid on, Rich hit me up and he was like, hey, Nate, I found this one. What do you think about this? And it was literally exactly what I was looking for. Basically bone stock minus a HKS pod filter, air filter. and that was it. That was literally it. Well, it was white, which I was looking for. No suspension, nothing on it. It just all stock. It's just basic stock, and the wheels were the OZ Rally wheels, but they were white at the time. So, and it had some giant red mud flaps when I got it. So for me, I'm not a real big fan of the mud flaps. So the first thing I did when I got it was take those mud flaps off. You know, well, going back, I told Rich as soon as he showed me the pictures and showed me the condition of this Evo, I said, hey, yeah, you got to throw a bid on there for me. So he bid on it for me. We won the bid, and then basically I asked him if I could ship the car to him first so he could look it over, do a once over, and then you know, kind of hook me up and maybe put new tires on there, put new oil, put new stuff, you know, so that way by the time I got it, it's already ready to go. I can just, you know, do whatever I want to do. So by the time I got it, I was already so I live about 20-30 minutes away from where I work here in Japan. So I wanted to get the car down here already running. Anything else I could just, you know, mechanically I could look into it afterwards. So yeah, by the time I got it, the car was running great. There was no issues with it whatsoever. The very first thing I did was take those mud flaps off, and then the second thing I did was paint the wheels olive drab. So if you see my Evo 10, my wheels on the Evo 10 are olive drab. It's all white, and it has olive drab wheels. The vents, the heat vents that are on the hood, are painted olive drab. The only difference between my Evo 10 and my Evo 2 are obviously the wheels, and then my hood is wrapped. My hood is wrapped by Raptor Wraps. So if you get a chance, check him out on Instagram. His name's Brad. He does wrapping, car wrapping out of San Diego. Really good. Really good price. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's my hood in a Marine Corps camouflage, desert camouflage. So my hood and my spoiler on the Evo 10 are wrapped. The GSR, or I'm sorry, my Evo 2, it's a GSR, but my Evo 2 here, obviously I don't have anybody to wrap it. Once I get back to the States, I'll have Brad wrap my Evo 2 as well. So basically I want my Evo 2 to be identical to my Evo 10. That's kind of my goal. So, all right, let's go take a look at it. So let's take a look. So right off the bat, these are the OZ wheels that come with the car. They're OZ Rally wheels, and again what I did was I took them off, sanded them down. They came in white, so I took them off, sanded them down, and painted them olive drab so it can match my Evo 10. So the next thing is my vents. My heat vents are basically the same thing. So heat vents were taken off, sanded down so that they match the Evo 10 again too. So it's all white. So the iconic badge right there on the front for the Evo 2. GSR badge. So one of the difference between Evo 2 and Evo 3, one is the front lip, and two, the side skirt. So on the Evo 2, on the side here it says, as a sticker, it says GSR Evolution 2. So on the Evo 3, on the side skirt, around this area, it's actually branded or stamped into there, and it says GSR Evolution 3. Right, so that's one of the differences. So that sticker right there is a Kyushu. So the island I'm on in Japan is called Kyushu Island. It's the most southern part of Japan. So that's Kyushu Evo owners, and it's a car group of, I think, about 180 Evo owners in my area. So I'm part of that car group now. It's pretty cool. It's all Japanese guys. There's maybe one or two guys on there that can speak English really well. So it's kind of interesting whenever I get around them. Every time I go out to the Evo meets, and hopefully I'll get that on film this year. I'm definitely the oldest Evo there, which is awesome for me. So back to my car. So I also painted the spoiler. So the spoiler is olive drab. The trunk. So I painted the trunk as a flat black, and then I hit it with a satin clear coat. I'm not sure if I really like it, so I think I'm gonna change it back to white. So I don't know yet. Exhaust, HKS exhaust, exact same exhaust I have on my Evo 10. HKS high power exhaust. So this bumper when I first got it was pretty beat up, but I've sanded it down, I painted it, made some adjustments, or not adjustments, but made some fixes to it. So I don't know, you guys might be able to tell or not, it's kind of dirty now. So here is there was 3 holes, right? So there, and then here. Basically those 3 holes were what held in the original mud flaps. So I filled it, and then I sanded it, painted it, and it came out like that. So yeah, so that's the CE. Let's look at the interior. So these tripped me out when I first got the car. These are the speakers that used to come. This was like the Japanese style back in the day. It almost looked like a home speaker, right? But it's actually meant for the car. So coming inside, one thing it did have is a Defy or Defi management cluster. So that is so I can manage my DeFi gauge up here. So right now I got it to show me water temp, oil temp, so I can monitor it. And then boost gauge is there. The boost gauge, I can't remember who makes that boost gauge in particular. It might be an off-brand. But Momo steering wheel. So that's the only thing that's new, right? Everything else is basically old and how it should be for a 1994. So all the gauges. So for the most part, the car is pretty clean, man. The interior, there's nothing bad with this interior. I mean, the Recaros are a little bit dirty, and you know, but that's not bad. But yeah, they did all Evos came with Recaros. Actually, might have to fact check myself on the first gen, because I'm actually not 100% positive the first gen came with Recaros or not. But yeah, everything is pretty clean. The roof panel has a little bit of dirt and, you know, just old stuff, so I can replace that pretty easily. Let's check out the engine. So what's kind of cool is this vent here, right? So those are the heat vents, obviously, but this vent right here plays a very specific role. So if once I open this, the hood, the intake sits right here. So what this was for is for old school rally cars, for snorkel. So you can remove this whole piece, remove these vents, the shielding, and then literally throw a snorkel down there, have that come up and out and up or wherever you're going, and you know, up the side here or something. But yeah, you could attach a snorkel to your car. So if you're out in the rally, you're gonna hit some mud areas, you're good. Engine, again, it is a 4G63. There's your turbos right under there. I got the heat shield on still. Let's see. blow-off valve. Your comes up to the intake. That silver piece around the intake is not a heat shield. A lot of people think, oh, it's a heat shield or whatever, but it's not. It's actually a rain shield. So that was literally the only modification at the time when I bought it, was the HKS pod, air filter pod. Other than that's the engine. It has a grounding kit on it already. So a lot of Evos had grounding issues, and especially like big companies like HKS, they capitalize on that because they realize, oh, if we fix the grounding problem, you're actually going to gain horsepower. So those of you that know more about it, you guys might be able to fact check me, but yeah, like I said, I know there was an issue with the grounding, and once you fixed it, you would actually gain some horsepower from fixing that. But yeah, so that's my Evo. That's how she is. That's how she is right now. Let me know what you guys think. I love it. The car is fun to drive. It's really easy to get this Evo sideways. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's really not that expensive to maintain out here. Alright, so that concludes everything for this video. Let me know in the comments below if there's something you guys want me to cover, either more on my Evo II. The Evo 10 I won't be able to cover too much until I get back to the States, but I could just talk about it for now. But if there's anything else about the Evo's history, anything like that, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll see if I can get those for you. Alright guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.